They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Someone do something!
Need something?
Somebody help!
Yes? Need something?
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Honest pay for honest work. You should buy some produce from Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons?
Halt.
Words gone.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you. Need supplies? Seatbelt.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers. Greymane or Battleborn? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn? New in town, huh? Whiterun's got two clans, both old and both respected. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn stayed loyal. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn? Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side. Long live the Empire.
Staying safe, I hope?
Do you hunt? The plains outside Whiterun are ripe with game.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Touching but thinking of settling in? There's a house for sale. Breeze Home. You should talk to the steward up in the keep if you like.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son? What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorold?
Do you believe this old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, Count. Your stupid son is dead. He died a Stormcloak traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those Battleborn, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. I just know it. I can feel it in my heart. You have to believe me. Please visit me at my home. I can tell you the whole story.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice, shouted him apart.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
I ain't done nothing.
Well met, traveler.
If it's
You know
work
what's
you're
wrong
looking
with
for,
Skyrim these days?
Hulda's the one to talk to.
Obsessed with death.
I've got
If it's a
hungry
lady
belly,
you're looking for,
so
you best
selling
look
my produce
elsewhere.
is really the
Once
only thing
Mikhail
I
gets
care
them,
about.
they're got.
Spoken to that man from the Bard's College?
There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song,
But I
lute
will.
playing,
I just
poetry.
haven't
I studied there myself. Had to leave over a
Drawings, that definitely
misunderstanding with
knows
the head
how to
mistress.
go. Why Mara
Or
put you on
misunderstanding
the
with her
same?
husband.
You think a few miles can truly keep us apart?
You mean
Carlotta
you
put you up to
forget
this,
about
didn't
me
she?
the moment I'm
I'm
out of
sorry,
sight?
but that
Get
fiery
yourself
widow
a
is
nice
mine.
husband,
She
have
just
6
doesn't know it
babies.
yet.
You've uncovered my master plan. Now I suppose you'll never leave.
What did you just say? All I heard was a sound of jealousy.
Sadia, dear?
I don't have to take that from you.
I'll be needing you to
You're as good as dead. Come on,
Look,
let's see what you're made of.
fight. Get here!
Get away with this!
You want a real fight, eh? Not impressed.
Don't hurt me.
No, not like this. I can't believe it. Mercy! Please! Mercy!
Victory is yours. I submit.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
Well
Wanna
met, traveler.
think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them, over and over, that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. Good. Chat time's over.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
I work for Belethor at the
I've
General
got a hungry
Goods Store.
daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care about.
Yes.
All right,
What can I do for you?
nothing. Come by Belethor's shop at the market. I'm sure we've got something you need.
Oh, did you need something?
The guards in this city
Why are
are
you
all
looking at
lazy
me?
and undisciplined. Things need to change.
If it's work
I
you're
work with
looking-
my mother to sell fruits and vegetables.
Need
It's
something?
fun most days, but hard work.
We'll have to have a pint together
Ulfric.
sometime, you and me.
Patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well. Just one more thing the Greymanes want to blame on others. It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire, or their mule of a son raised arms against it. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name? Ah! You watch yourself out there.
Need a blade? You should talk to Adrian at the forge.
Thinking of settling in? It's a house for sale. Please, you should go to the steward up in the keep for the reasons.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since you've had a good friend.
What would you have me do
Well,
then?
there's no
Nothing?
telling what it means. My lord, please. This is no
What's
time
the
for
meaning
rash
of this
action.
interruption?
I just think
Jarl
we need more
Balgrup is not
information.
receiving visitors.
I just...
Who's this then?
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. I'll put it simply, so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day.
This is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
What is it? Dragons? Yes, Housecar. We'll leave immediately.
It's just us against the dragon? Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else. We don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off a dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Let's move out. Time's a wasting. Only burglars and vampires creep around after dark. So which are you?
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Then suffer the Emperor's wrath.
Run off.
Ain't this a surprise?
It's nothing!
Just await.
Now, is this a surprise?
Over here! You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up. Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit to... Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there. Does it look like I can move? You have to cut me down first. Help me! Help! It's coming loose. I can feel it. You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years. Guess it's all clear now. I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Wait, I know you.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun. My boys will keep you safe, don't you worry.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
Trouble?
You see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now, let me show you something else I found. Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well. Bah! Yes, the Jarl's protege! Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems. Ah, the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing? Get your thieving hands off that!
By order of the Jarl, stop right there.
Let's go.
Smart man. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine.
Everything all right?
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
I'll see you at the watchtower as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.
I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.